it. Yeah. He has to.
I felt like if he kicks someone, they can get pulled out by the guiding winds. But hey, it's the signature. We hear the crowd screaming already with the Zorn show, so why not?
He has to dominate the early game, considering like the first game wasn't in his pool, right? Like he's playing Matilda, he tried to be aggressive, got first blood right from the get-go, and ever since that point, RGMY is just pulling the fact that Zorn cannot play aggressive, and that's a big nuisance where a lot of teams, when they face Homeboys against Zorn, they find him extremely annoying.
Yeah, I think people feel like he is very menacing. It's because he exudes so much confidence, right? Like you see his jungle, his Cho back there, his Cho Arlet, he's always in your face, and that kind of scares people away. But I think teams have evolved to deal with it. You want to come into my jungle, we'll fight you and we'll kill you instantly. And Export, because it's not banned out, RCMY gets it, is great against, you know, Fredrin, short-range heroes like Carry, even Faramis is not that bad. But it really comes down to whether Homeboys can have Zorn make these early pickoffs, because I think that's very important to stall the game out for Nets Carry.
I can't believe they actually doubled down after seeing the carry onto the tanky composition, and now RGMY has got so much tankiness.
There it is.
Homeboys, they can actually cut through with this round.
The Benedetta, I was suspecting it when we saw the Xborg matchup. This will allow Sapa to
on who will advance to the upper bracket finals to fight Selangor Red Giants, and currently RGMY a game ahead.
We already talked about the possible adaptations. We figured Homeboys will go for tank jungle. They'll switch Zorn to more of a setup style tank, and that's exactly what has happened. So now we'll find out whether or not the changes we suggested will be enough to allow Homeboys to even things up against RSGMY.
Oh, at least Zorn won't get first blooded, not with RSGMY's current draft. Although he does not bother going in for an invade. It's more about trying to set up for this mid side. And Izanami knows this. Oh wow.
Okay, Udil right from the get-go. Izanami now getting harassed here. This is the Homeboys we know. This is the aggression. And now they're going to go a little bit more here. Vinogo looking to try and intercept this. He wants to get a kill on Zorn, but no. Actually, he focuses on Udil instead. He's going to be able to get out. Here comes the Stampy. He's going to pull Vinogo across the wall. Nope, not going to be enough, but he's taking too much damage. He needs to get out. Vinogo is getting pinned. Mistakes were made. Oh, boys, you can't run. Got a little bit greedy from Vinogo. Gets punished. And now Udil flickers forward with a double kill. Signature for Ramis.
I just want to say RGMY, there's a mechanical misplay, not by Vinogo, but by Izanami. He thought that he could get out of Udil, get away from Udil, but he didn't purify when the first Spectre Stampede lashed onto him, and that completely messed up the momentum before Vinogo even joined the fight. And because Izanami didn't have much health, he didn't want to commit, and Vinogo ended up going down.
Yeah, it's not often we see mechanical mistakes from a player like Izanami, but Homeboys being able to force their hand. And you cannot underestimate Zorn on show, man. He knows the ins and outs of this hero by heart. Exactly how much space he can create.
Well, speaking of space now, again, Homeboys now having the advantage. Izanami still not having the 4 yet, means they can take advantage of the Nero's realm right now. Repo already here to try and shove his way through Zorn. He has the kick. Does he go for it? Izanami steals the Nether realm. Does he go for it? Vinogo not going to be able to make in time. So Homeboys, they get in, they get out safely.
Yeah, I like the fact that RGMY is not going to decide to not commit to that. It's not really worth it. Just play the lane, stem the bleeding. Sure, Udil got 2 kills. That's a bit of a headache, but it's not the end of the world. The rest of your side laners can still catch up. You need Lo Liel to have a good time.
Oh, I'm noticing Lo Liel actually quite behind on EXP, actually. A full level behind on Nets, even though the number of minions in their lane are equal. So Nets has done some minion management shenanigans here to deny that from him, and that's going to be great. Homeboy is already with 1k net worth start.
Okay, Lo Liel and Triffy at the last second as well.
Okay,
that's pushing in, but now he's got to be recalling his way through. Homeboys, they want to dive this. They know they can. They've got Netherrealm. Lo Liel's has got nothing. His trap is gone. They're mocking him. They're taunting him. What were you thinking, Lo Liel's?
And they even purposefully give the last hit to Nets as well. Homeboys are feeling good.
What a catch. And now they even find Izanami. Homeboys, they strike back. Game 1.
Mechanical misplace, man. The misplays are coming out.
Was that Shadow Stampede like perfectly pulling him into the mid line of Fraser's Wrath?
Yeah, he didn't even... I feel like he had time to use the Nether Realm but decided against it because he was going to die anyways. But still, Izanami getting a bit sloppy after that first blood. Not really looking too good thus far. This jungle compromised.
Yeah, now continuing the assault. 3 minutes in, Vinogo, he's 1 level away. We've seen this before from the previous game. Vinogo is getting talked about. Does he win the retry battle? He doesn't. He's going to try and retaliate, but he needs to get out. And Homeboys, again, look at this. The confidence. This is the Homeboys we know. This is what we like. This is what we enjoy.
They didn't get a single chance to recall spam in game number 1. And here, 4 minutes into game number 2, we've already seen enough to make up for both games. Homeboys are firmly in the driver's seat, already nearly a 3K lead with only 4 kills. Their control over the map is already solidified.
Yeah, and seeing how Circling Eagle comes in, Nats, he's getting bursted down, but again, he's so far off.
Oh my
goodness!
But Nats, he finds the damage. He will solo kill here. And Lolios, where were you running? Going to Purify but the kick from Zorn will help Nats secure the kill. He will fight him. But Izanami is here to turn it away as well. Zorn versus Izanami. Udio comes to save the day. He might die. Last thing. No, he survives. But Izanami is not out of it yet.
That's how you do it. You press the Purify.
No. Oh my goodness. Waste the time here. Homeboys.
Yep. You press the Purify before the Shadow Stampede pulls you. That is the only way to avoid getting dragged back by the Fireman's. Even then, it really doesn't matter to Homeboy. Sure, our carry went down, but guess what? He just solo killed their roamer and their gold laner.
That's a win in my books, and I'm sure it's a win in theirs as well. They pick up yet another turtle in their hands. Homeboys looking way different in this early game compared to previous GB. I think he did he? No, he did not steal that. Vinogo still got his purple buff. But you can see the pressure that Homeboys is exerting now.
Well, the level disparity is starting to pile on. Sepa now scouts out too. He's forced to back off, but again, do they want to go in for the fights here? Chibi already starting with the recall, looking for 1v1s. Repo looking to take that fight. Zord as well. He actually catches with no-go. He's looking for the kick. Does he go for it? He's baiting. Nope. Not gonna happen, but he baited out the Tortoise Massage. That's good for Homeboys.
This jungle, I'm not sure how RGMI is going to protect this.
Oh no, the taunt is an army. He might be dead. He's gone. Appraisal's draft.
No,
GG. Oh, mistakes were made, but no-go left him alone. And now, here comes the collapse. NetherRealm keeps Homeboys alive, but the export from Repo were able to find one. Chibi is down. Udil also next to fall.
Oh, thank goodness that amounted to something. Izanami still does not use the NetherRealm that he stole. 8 the Appraisal's Wrath and went down. I feel like if you know you're gonna go down, you might as well use it to buy some time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was chain CC'd or something, but RGMY are at least able to get something back there. Narrow the net worth lead just a little bit and punish Homeboys for overstaying their welcome. Yes, they have the NetherRealm, but RGMY does have a good amount of just consistent DPS overall. So Homeboys needs to not make mistakes like that, and RSG need to continue to try and create some pressure across the map.
Sapat gets a free tier 2, so that's huge for Homeboys. Meanwhile, another retry battle comes in. Benogo actually secures it, so despite the level disparity, he's been on point on this retribution battle, sir. But again, they're holding on for the middle turret here. Udil's NetherRealm gets stolen by Izanami. Zorn is making the plays, looking for it, but they can't find him yet. Benogo looking to catch somebody, but it's going to be a stalemate for now for both sides.
RGMY ideally want to be able to contest this turtle. Not too sure if Izanami does have NetherRealm stolen, so they can at least put up a fight somewhat. A 3k net worth difference at this point is notable, but not too significant yet. It's just the problem is Homeboys is positioning a little bit too good. RSG cannot find any angle of approach.
Yeah, it's reached a point where RGMY are literally sticking together. This is the scenario that Homeboys want to condition RGMY to be in. Your export can be in the same lane as the Benedetta. Nowhere is safe. If you are not together as a team, we can easily pick you apart with our Cho.
Now Zorn taking a lot of damage here. Udil also looking to fight this wall. Meanwhile, they're all split up. They have to make a decision eventually. Homeboys secures a retreat. Okay. Not this time, Benogo. Not this time.
And he makes it known too. It's just a little bit of spam recalling to make it known that he has successfully stolen a buff this time. RGMY slowly falling further behind in that net worth gap. 4,600. Nearly 9 minutes in is not a good look for them.
Yeah, but this time, this purple buff retri battle here, both sides doesn't have the retribution yet. It comes down to the stalemate. Cho going for the kick here. Zorn hasn't been able to do too much. Chibi looking for the fight, but Serpad with the lethal final blow. Seems to be a little bit scary. High tails out of there.
And thankfully, Venogo got the purple buff, so he saves some XP, but doesn't change the fact that Homeboys have control over this game. All tier 1s down, only the tier 2 mid is left. In RGMY, they need a lot more time. Lo Liao becomes their insurance plan, just like game 1, but this time it's RGMY that needs the Natan.
It's tough. Now Udil looking for the pullback. They are trying to chip out the Firaga armor. And it doesn't go away, but they bait out the insanity. And look at this, Homeboys. They know it was intended. They're looking for base. It's Tsunami. Nether Realm still has, but Homeboys, oh my goodness, the mind games is happening. RGMY, they're slowly crumbling. Do they take the bait?
That's an instant recall to get your Firaga armor back. You cannot afford to not have it for this next Lord.
This is literally what we talked about during the keys of victory too, right? That psychological warfare. I feel like Homeboys took that game 1 defeat a little bit personally here, and they are making it well known their disdain for their rivals on the land of Dawn right now. The war gonna be contested once again. Can RGMY actually find the space?
Okay, finally the kick comes in, but the NetherRealm will keep Venogo alive here. The Toys Person is there by so low. Appraisal drop on Chibi. Seems to be not able to deal with Venogo. He's gonna be A-okay, but they focus Chibi down. Homeboys, he overextended and mistakes were made, and now RGMY, can they reset in time for the Lord fight?
That's the NetherRealm you need from Izanami. Saving Venogo right before he gets taken out. The Appraiser's Wrath, surprisingly from Chibi, didn't do enough to not only take down Venogo, but not enough to heal him back up, and that kill was important. Wish he would have went over to Lo Liao instead of stole him though.
If that was anyone besides Venogo, it would have dealt enough damage based on the health percentage, but Homeboy's still gonna continue fighting.
What is the damage from Nets as well as a Ghostbuster?
What?
Nets!
You're kidding me!
He the Lord! RSGMY with the Lord Storm, and now Serpad looking to turn the tide. He gets one, but he drops everyone from RSGMY low. Homeboys.
How did Venogo not press his retribution? Was it crowd control? I need an instant replay on that.
But now Lolios with the Purify, he needs to get out as well. Venogo is getting taunted his way through, but they need to get him out to safety. Homeboys, 6k network lead. Now, with the Lord crashing in, do they fight this here? But it is only the first Lord, so it's not that much of a deal. So this inhibitor will still stand. Homeboys has to take this on a different level.
This has turned out very differently from what we saw in game number 1. Homeboys, they're a team that once they have an early lead, they're never gonna really let go of it. And even the AI winning prediction gonna show that 86% in favor of the Homeboys. Chibi spam recalling right outside their base when the purple buff is standing right behind him and he could be farming it. But this is a much more important use of his time.
Yeah, purple buff can wait. Buff is temporary, recall is forever.
I think they're just straight up holding hostage to the purple buff, right? Like, instead of just starting here, right now, they're looking to try and jeopardize this. It feels like RGMY. Oh, okay.
He gets it.
No,
wow.
No way.
Told you, man.
Like, I don't know where this confidence is coming from, but with that play, forcing a retro just like that, and Venogo not using it, I feel like Venogo is the most affected in this game right now.
Yeah, I mean, missing that retreat was that was almost lethal. That was disaster if you're RGMY. That was your ticket back into the game to put it back to an even state. Now they're gonna play from behind again. Venogo needs time to catch up.
Chibi, two-man taunt, still looking for Venogo. He's getting chipped away a little bit here, but I like the final blow from Serpad. Catches two. NetherRealm keeps him alive here. Loleo is dropping a little bit low, but Loleo finds Serpad, so that's huge for RGMY. Homeboys now, they have to run away. Storm is going for the stuns here. Homeboys needs to run. And again, the RSGMY somehow miraculously finds a random kill because of the entropy's range.
Yeah, and because of the Netherrealm, again, Netherrealm so crucial for Izanami. He purified at the third prop of the Jeet Kune Do, and that allowed him to not only avoid getting knocked out, but the kick also was not as effective as Zorn would have liked it to be. And his Netherrealm afterwards, again, saving his teammate Lo Liao. He is waking up. He is about to really hammer down Homeboys in these team fights.
Well, Lil and Nat have both been able to farm fairly safely this game, but we know that Nathan right now in the meta scales very well in comparison. Udil currently at the top of the damage dealt ranking, but Lolil only right behind him. And
Oh my god, Lolios with the aggression! Makes a play, Support gets taken out, and now RSGMY is able to push Homeboys back. What a comeback coming in from them, and now Homeboys, they lose an inhibitor, and you can see the silence coming in from the crowd. Absolutely at awe at what's happening to Homeboys.
All right, this is it. This is the Lord fight. It's either you win the Lord fight, or better yet, you wipe Homeboys again. Support will be back for this Lord. Homeboys have one last chance.
The disbelief in the eyes of everyone as RSGMY looking to fight the Lord. Homeboys, they need to throw everything here.
Oh,
Nets taking so much damage from Lolios, and now the Blast Insanity coming in as well. They force the Netherrealm, but can they survive? No, they lose the Lord. Now Chibi needs to get out, and he's going to be able to do so. But the Lord in the hands of RSGMY. And again, absolute silence from the crowd.
That is so nice. All the ways. The bottom wave was just pushing. So Lo Liao gets this tier 1. He might not get the tier 2 for now, but the Lord is going to come up top. Homeboys will need to deal with that. RSGMY, despite missing the first Lord, have now completely recovered. Lo Liao, critical mass, full items.
The network lead that Homeboys built up for themselves early on has been completely negated. RSGMY recognizing that they are now stronger in these team fights, and Lolil showing that confidence by being the first one to initiate as well, relying on Stone to make sure he never goes too far. This could be huge structural damage in favor of RSG.
Yep, and now look at this. They're going to try to make a jam on GB as well. There's no turret here. They're going to go try and catch him as well. But Last Insanity comes in, trying to zone off Zorn. Zorn, he's taking a little bit too much damage. He's going to be able to flicker out of there. So for now, Reset comes in. Electro final blow, clears the minion, but Support in trouble. Is a lot of damage. Oh, chill, boy. You need to get out, but Inhibitor will fall. RSGMY now continues their assault. Homeboys, they have to make some sort of play. They don't have ultimates now. Nets also not having the ultimates. Homeboys now slowly losing the inhibitor. Big stun here coming in. GB will fall to the Leos. What a snipe! Izanami with the Netherrealm, and now the Insanity comes in, drops onto Udil, drops on Nets. They get the reset, but RSGMY, they're not done yet. They're taking so much damage. Lolios is still alive. It's got immortalities. They need Chibi. The crystal slowly falling apart. Support drops the electrofinable. He dies. He goes down, but he will clear the minion. Lolios! Lolios! What a play from the man, the myth, the legend, RSGMY is defying all odds.
Can you believe it? 2-0 in the best of 5 against Homeboys.
Silencing the crowd.
What happened to RSG during the break?